Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Gorgeous night here in Midtown Manhattan. Tuesday, October 17th, 2023. It's about 6:45 p.m. and the temperature is 61 Fahrenheit, 16 Celsius. Starting off here at Hudson Yards. I would say this is the tail end of rush hour now. Yep, we're here. Art Molina, you're right, we're in Hudson Yards. I want to get up close to these cars near the vessel. I saw them today. But I didn't get a chance to get close to them yet. Latu video says 16 Celsius is not much. Autumn is coming. Yeah, this is about the right temperature for this time of the year. Also, as an FYI, I'm still using my iPhone 13 that I used to stream from yesterday. Wasn't able to get it replaced in the store, but I'm gonna have to mail it in. Hi Hannah, it's been a while. Thanks for joining in. There's actually a Ferrari event going on here. Michael Jameson, the vessel is open. It's not closed. It's just that if you were to climb it, you can't climb it. Right now it's closed for a special event for Ferrari. They have these Ferrari supercars here. Guess I won't be able to get closer. Rat Skunk, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate it, Rat Skunk. Thanks for joining in again. That's right, Sonia, fast cars, Ferraris. Also super expensive as well. They're the competitor to Lamborghini, both Italian cars. Adriana Rodriguez is making a list of places to visit during my visit in December 2nd. Yeah, take notes, because there may be some parts of the city that you may want to see. Plenty of food carts just outside of Hudson Yards. Tyree's asking what's wrong on my iPhone. You can check my live stream from yesterday, but basically it's feeling sluggish, has some cell phone service connectivity issues. It's also damaged. Thankfully, I'm getting a box in the mail and I could just ship it off to have it looked into. I've had this phone for just about 2 years now. Oh, I know, Dave, in LAS. Vegas is having its first F1 race next month. Even when I was there in Vegas, there was a lot of construction going on, and this was August. It made my stay in Vegas a little bit hectic. I think it took me like half an hour just to make a right turn when there was all that construction, just to get to my hotel. So right now I'm walking on 11th Avenue. I haven't been down here in a while. Michelle Hand, thank you for $4.99. Appreciate the super chat. I appreciate it. Carm D. Oh wow, really? You saw me back in July outside of Peach Springs in front of McDonald's filming by the street. We went to the Grand Canyon. I swear I saw you when we stopped to eat. Possibly. Hung Miao says my stay in Vegas was in July, right? You know, it might have been July. You're right on that. Yeah, it was in July, not August. Because I think I started my trip back from California in August. DJ Chris Trucchi, you're still using iPhone 7S? Oh, 7S? I don't think there was a 7S. Today, years later, decides it doesn't want to turn on. Time for a new phone. Onyx9 says Apple makes their phones so that you have to get a new phone. Not necessarily. My personal phone was showing that my battery capacity was like 83%, and even then I felt it was sluggish. I had my battery replaced and all of a sudden it's running a lot faster. But it's true that Apple does throttle the performance and reduce it over time, so you're forced to upgrade. There's actually a term for it called planned obsolescence. And there's a big fight between people who are for the right to repair movement and these companies that make it very difficult to repair. Things like televisions, washing machines, dishwashers, they're all guilty of this. The manufacturers intentionally make it very difficult to repair so that you have to buy a new one. They'll only stock a certain part and it won't fit. They don't use the right screws, stuff like this. Even with cars, it's like that. That's why sometimes you'll hear people say like, oh wow, stuff in the 80s, 70s, they last forever and you can keep repairing them. DC322 saying that's sad. It's just a trick that companies use to get more profits if you think about it. Let's cross the street here. There's a lot of people outside of this building at porch light. Might be a company event or something. Bob says in the old days a handyman could fix most things, but not anymore. I actually got very lucky because I needed my washing machine fixed and they were able to fix it, but they said you're lucky you have an older washing machine because these newer ones, you wouldn't be able to get the part to fix this. There's a lot of people here. Oh no, Hannah Lee, that's such bad timing. Your MacBook broke just a month over the warranty. Me says after work drinks. Yeah, they look like they were having a good time. And here I was thinking 11th Avenue would be pretty quiet until we ran into that. Another thing with planned obsolescence too, sometimes it's not hardware related, but software. How many times have you experienced a phone not getting the software updates anymore? Or a computer. Your phone's too old, we don't update it anymore. How are you doing? Oh, I know, the endless updates. And it seems like my PC would always want to update at a time when I'm working on it. Your computer will restart in 5 minutes. I'm like, no, I'm still replying to comments and editing videos. So I go into the menu and schedule it for like 5 days in advance. A much different part of Manhattan than what we usually see. This part of Manhattan is called Chelsea, the western end of Chelsea. You'll see a lot of art galleries here. Usually when I go through this area, I take the High Line. Here's a local bookstore called Printed Matter Inc. Artwork in book form. Oh, really? You stayed here when you were in New York, me? I wasn't even aware they had many hotels here. Oh, Roxy, you had a delicious bagel in Chelsea Market this summer. We stayed on 57th. Yeah, it's been a while since I really explored this part of Manhattan. What I'd like to do is walk by the Chelsea Market, not go inside because my connection gets spotty there. Oh, I see me. You were staying with a friend. That makes sense then. Kia Mitchell, thank you for $5. Hello AK, how are you doing? Can my friend Dorian and I have a shout out? Absolutely. Dorian and Kia Mitchell, thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. And I'm doing great. Every day is great when I have people like you watching my videos. Maybe going this way too, we'll get to see Gansevoort Peninsula as well as Little Island. Jackie M says it's pretty chilly out there. Not really. You just need a light jacket. Not even, just an extra layer and it's fine. Joseph says don't forget Pier 57 as well. Well, right now we're at the end of 11th Avenue. It merges into the West Side Highway over here. If I want to go over to Chelsea Market, I'll need to actually go in a little bit. Well, you know what? I'll go there after. Right now, I'll check out Little Island, Gansevoort Peninsula, and then I'll walk over to Chelsea Market area. That's a plan. This park where I am now is Chelsea Waterside Park. It's a little fountain for the dogs too. Those dog toys are always bring laughter. Kind of annoying that they have these bars. It's hard to get a good view of the dog run. Adriana Rodriguez has never been to Little Island. The views from there are amazing. You should definitely go. It's worth seeing. Of course, we got stuck in a bad spot. Now these cars are gonna go. I went out run now.
And then we literally showed them hey.
While we wait for the slide, I'm gonna sit down here. It's gonna take a while. So how's your day, everyone? I was busy walking around 7th Avenue from Central Park to Penn Station, and I went into Penn Station this time. I know the internet service can get a little bit spotty, but a lot of there has changed. There's new stores now and everything. I'm looking forward to releasing that video. Charlie Brown talk show. This is cool. You've never seen such clear footage of this area. It's nice. Looks like most people here are having a good time. Adriana says, I'm working a lot. Yeah, I am. I think the light's almost about to change soon. Oh no, it's still green light. We can go. Well, I think we could have, but there's new cars coming now. This is one light I don't want to cross against the pedestrian signal. That's the M23 bus that goes across 23rd Street. Oh gosh, this is scary. It says caution active bikeway, but many of the cyclists and scooters, they don't slow down or yield to people on the crosswalk. So right here, these are the Chelsea piers. While they don't really serve too much of an industrial purpose anymore, this building is a lot. There's a bowling alley inside. There's also a ice skating rink and a hockey rink upstairs. They call it the Sky Rink.
I think, so in that sense, I think
Bob says, just like Central Park, the bikes don't slow down. You really have to be careful when you're crossing an active bikeway. There's an area that's very frequently used by joggers. What I'm actually afraid of is I've never really actively jogged in the city, but sometimes I worry about these people if they're jogging into like crosswalks or dark areas because drivers may not see them. And they're also traveling at a different speed than everyone else. But that's just the nature of New York City. There's gonna be people. Ooh, someone's getting arrested here. What happened? I think it has something to do with Palestine and Israel. It looks like that's a Palestinian flag related merchandise that he's holding. But I can understand now with the way current events are going. Bob says you need to wear a reflective vest or light, for sure. Hungry says you think there's a protest in Manhattan. I think there's plenty of protests, not just here, but around the world. I think there was a big one in the UK recently. He says protests are everywhere. It's scary now with current events because now we have the whole war narrative now. And you have people taking sides. For me, I don't like taking sides. I'm against war. You know what I stand for? I stand for peace. I don't stand with Israel. I don't stand with Palestine. I stand for peace. Wow, this is really cool. See all these people running. There sure is a lot of police activity here along the Hudson River. I'm gonna wait here until this truck backs in. Any day now. Yeah, Bob, I even mentioned about the robot cop many times. We're getting very close to Little Island. Amelia says if you stay neutral in a time of injustice, you choose the side of the oppressor. I don't think so. Don't twist my words around like that. Oftentimes the media shows you what they want you to see as well and try to spin a certain story or a narrative to try to get you to pick sides. Got a spectacular view here. Pier 57 is right in front of me. There's also this building to my left which has a curvy-like feature. Amazing what they can do with architecture these days. It's completely slanted and curved right back up. Yeah, Bob, the Jenga building is amazing as well. This may look pretty ordinary, but there's actually a food hall inside. Pier 57. It's kind of similar when I went to San Francisco, the ferry building, where they had a kind of a food hall inside. Or when I went to Seattle, there was another building that had a food hall as well. But the entrance is right over here where everybody's going in. This building's actually owned by Google, by the way. If you couldn't tell, they gotta put their name right there. All right, Market 57 Food Hall. Let's go inside. This is Market 57. Forgive me if my connection starts to drop because we're indoors now. On a video or a live stream. Here's the City Winery. I like food halls. Food halls are good because it gives people choice and there's not really any pressure to eat at any one place. And it's more of like a communal atmosphere as well. My connection's much better now that I'm outside. Angela, you didn't hear most of that. I'm gonna have to go back there because the service there isn't that great. But I was saying that food halls are great because it gives people choice and there's not really any pressure to eat at any one area. So here is Little Island. This opened about 2 years ago. and it's still my favorite park on the Hudson River. Not the newest park, by the way. This Gansevoort Peninsula used to be the newest park. But in recent news, 2 days ago, a new park opened up in New York City. And it's on the city's forgotten borough, Staten Island. It used to be the Fresh Kills landfill, the largest landfill in the world, and the northern part of it opened up as a public park, Fresh Kills Park. And when it's completed, it's going to be the second largest park in the city after Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx. I'm still considering if I want to go to Staten Island to visit Fresh Kills Park. It'll definitely be an adventure to go there.
So I'm on
Robert says he might need a passport for that. No, I don't, but I'm going to need multiple methods of transportation to get there. The New York City subway system can't get me to Staten Island by itself. Oh, Hannah Lee, you didn't realize it? Yeah, it wasn't a really big news story, but I saw it mentioned in the New York City subreddit. It was a very quiet opening. Right now, I don't really think there's much there other than some walking trails and a birding area. I think I'll try to make it to Staten Island to visit that park. It's been a while since I've gone to Staten Island actively. So during the day, they have 2 of these food carts open. But right now it's closed. Over here is the Little Island Amphitheater. Up the staircase. I love this area. Ramsey saying, I bet the park is brisk at night. It can get chilly here. for sure. Especially right by the water, you feel it. Epic exposure, you didn't know this was here. It's a great place to come to if you want some relaxation from the madness of the city. In a way, I kind of like Little Island better than many parts of Central Park. Sometimes Central Park can feel crowded and too touristy. This one, you kind of feel like it's a oasis right on the water here. Oh boy. We can spin this. Don't get dizzy.
¿Cómo se llama?
Neville 6000 saying best of all, Little Island Park is no rats in it. Oh yeah, you got that right. Central Park is full of rats. Yeah, Connie, the views are amazing here. We've got great views of Manhattan, New Jersey, and the Hudson River here. There's Gansevoort Peninsula, second newest public park in New York City, complete with its own beach. Although you can't swim in the water, it's more of a sunbathing beach and a small boat launch. Like kayaks, you can launch kayaks from there. No rats, but there's mice. You get little tiny mice like that. Look at this, there's a little mouse here.
Member ng ano?
National Geographic here. It's eating something from that plant or gathering something. It's actually kind of cute looking. No, that's not a baby rat, that's a mouse. Thank you, Louis Alessi, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate the support. And here we are, the highest point in Little Island, right on the river. We've got the New Jersey waterfront there. Hoboken, Jersey City, across the water. And there's Lower Manhattan, financial district. Whitney Museum of American Art over there. Now let's head over to Chelsea Market. What I like about Little Island is that it's fully accessible. These staircases only are a shortcut, but the ramps can take you all the way up. That's right, Bob. Whitney Museum has outdoor decks on several levels. Also, I have a life pro tip for those of you who are residents of New York City. If you sign up for a library card, either from Queens Library, Brooklyn Public Library, or New York Public Library, you can participate in something called the Culture Pass. And it's a website that you register with your library card, and you'll get free admission to many of these cultural institutions that participate. And the Whitney Museum is on there. That's a money-saving New York City hack that you can use. I might even make a video on it. How to visit museums in New York City for free and show the Culture Pass trick. Because I don't really think it gets enough recognition. Oh, there's another mouse here. It's right on that rock and just scurried into the bushes. Horsefly Girl, I wonder if other cities have Culture Pass worth a look. In Miami, if you have a Miami-Dade Public Library card, you can actually get something called a Museum Pass. But it's much more restrictive than the Culture Pass because you have to go to a physical branch, and those passes, they get checked out. So if you get to a library there and they're out of passes, you're out of luck. Whereas with the New York Public Library cards, you just have to go to a website and you'll find out if there's passes available there. But if there's one thing that a library card is good for and you haven't used your library card, this is one of them. The Culture Pass. It's not just about physical books at the library. You can get newspaper subscriptions for free. You can also get, I think Bloomberg terminal also with the New York Public Library card. You can get there and use the Bloomberg computer, which is like thousands of dollars for a subscription. Pizza lover asking if library cards are for free in the city. Yeah, but you do need to be a New York City resident. That's the catch. I'm not a New York City resident anymore, but I do have library cards from all 3 library systems, and they're still valid. Oh, good tip, Warren. If you have a Bank of America account, you can get into many museums the first weekend of each month to many cities across America. Yes, I made a trip to Philadelphia a few years ago, specifically with that in mind. I had a Bank of America account, showed them my card at the front desk, and I got free entry to many of those cultural institutions. We might be able to get across now if I time this correctly. No, I don't think I'm going to have time. I'm going to have to stop in the middle here. Yep, I'm not going to risk it. We'll have to wait. Stupid West Side Highway. Give people more time. Push button for audible signal that you can barely hear. I wish I had the ability to super jump, because I'd use it right now to jump over all these cars to the other side. Come on. Any day now. You know, I have a confession. When I'm doing these walking videos and live streams, the thing I hate the most is crossing the street. Especially since I've had so many close calls with drivers and bikes and scooters and other road users. All right. And I can't cross this street yet. There's no cars coming this way though. Connie E, you can understand that, especially this street. Actually, most streets in America I don't really like because they're geared towards cars, and on busy streets it can take forever to cross and it can be outright dangerous. I don't really like areas that aren't too walkable. MT says every major city ever not walkable. Not New York though. New York does a pretty good job. But there's a lot of cities that are not very walkable. Chelsea Market is close by. We have to turn left. Road and Land saying USA is a car culture nation and anti-pedestrian. For the most part, yes. If you check out my recent cross-country series where I visited many places around the country, you'll see that how many cities are designed around the car. I think the city that I didn't like the most was Houston, Texas. That whole city was all designed around the car to get anywhere and to do anything. It wasn't very walkable at all except inside these malls. Future Endeavored with $2. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking us with you on these walks. Appreciate it so much, Future Endeavored. Thank you for the support. MT says Houston's horrible even for driving. Oh, I experienced it when I was there. One of the videos I did there was driving on Bel Air Boulevard in the Houston Chinatown and the Vietnamese area. That was actually stressful to make that video because I made it a point to like drive my car into all these strip malls just to view them and to give a give a perspective on how large it was. And to be fair, I didn't really like doing that video too much because I was constantly looking behind me and hoping I didn't get into a crash with somebody. Okay, finally, we made it to 10th Avenue. Chelsea Market is only a block away from here. Not gonna go inside though, just show you the exterior. Here's the Apple Store on 14th Street.
I was excited. I was gonna drink it the whole way there. That's what.
Titanium iPhone 15 Pro. But it's titanium really better. Here's the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. It's actually pretty unique in there, the Starbucks Reserve Roastery.
Yeah, this is like they do pizza and stuff.
You can actually get pretty unique foods in here. I think you can even get cocktails at the Starbucks Reserve Roastery, and the prices are reasonable. See, they have a whole counter. Pizza Lover 2060, is there pizza in there too? According to that person who walked by, there's pizza. And here we have Chelsea Market, as well as the Google building across the street. They do have Halloween decorations inside the Chelsea Market. I think the next time I come here, I'm going to have to do a recorded video of Chelsea Market, as well as Pier 57, the food hall there. But it's definitely worth a look. I'm not going to go in there now because my service is not good. Pretty large T-Mobile store. Wizard of Izza saying T-Mobile is getting big and becoming more reliable too. Crystal Rodriguez saying that I probably don't like coming to Chicago. Listen, I get requests to cover a lot of places. I can't fulfill all of them. And a lot of times it has to come down with convenience, timing, and money as well. I still haven't visited most parts of the world. Case in point, I know I could have visited Chicago on my cross-country road trip, but it was inconvenient for me. I would have had to have gone north when my ultimate destination was in the middle of the country in Colorado. But there's still a good portion of the country I haven't visited, let alone Chicago, that I'd really like to cover on video. I think I'd like to walk all the way to 14th Street Union Square and see what's going on around there. Maybe I'll even visit the Whole Foods market there to do some grocery shopping. Here's a place that's open very late if you have a cookie craving. Insomnia Cookies. I think they're open until like 2 or 3 a.m. They also deliver. Oh me, those cookies are delicious. I've had them, but I really wouldn't want to go out of my way to get one. It's full of sugar and not very good for the body. Susan Boatman says there's only 4 Starbucks Reserve roasteries in the US. I know of two, the one we just saw, and there's also another one inside the Empire State Building on the corner. There used to be a normal Starbucks inside the Empire State Building, but now they made it a full-blown reserve. Deborah, you can try to order them to Southern California. Let us know if they deliver. Oh, that'll make sense, Warren. A Starbucks Reserve Roastery in Seattle. I don't remember if I passed by it or not. Us Fly Girls, Chicago is great too. Yeah, Chicago is a very great city. Fourteenth Street is one of the longest crosstown streets in Manhattan. It goes all the way to East Village.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty normal. It's always good.
What's with all this construction here? We're not the only ones around. Yeah, we saw a rat there just walk by or scurry by. Ooh, another one. Construction sites, they always have rats, especially because they dig up the ground and it disturbs them. That rat just scurried right in front of me. Us Fly Girl says it freaks you out. I rarely get freaked out by rats now. I think after seeing them for so long, you kind of get conditioned to them. Deborah, you can't handle those rats. I mean, it could be pretty intimidating. Just make sure you don't visit Central Park at night if you're afraid of rats, because there's plenty there. Oh no, Hannah, you're still not used to the rats. Wow, there's construction all along 14th Street, even over here. Not really a big fan of 14th Street now with all this construction and scaffolding. It gets busier once we get past 6th Avenue. You know what it is?
Oh my God, this is so good.
This is why there's so much construction. They're installing new elevators along the 14th Street subway line. That's good because New York City needs more accessibility. Still got 2 long blocks to go before I get to Union Square. It's a very quiet block. Yeah, Doug, very wide sidewalk here. Yeah, Brad, I see the helicopter too. I checked my phone. Right now there's a big protest in Washington Square Park.
For like Canadian mail, but probably like I guess like you know your credit cards and everything's like online, you know. Yeah. I mean like Andrew, every apartment that we had, he just pulled the stuff.
Once you focus on the action,
Yes, me. Let's hope it doesn't get crazy there. Adriana asking what app do I use to see the activities in New York? It's the Citizen app. Lets me know if anything is going on. Here we've got a Wendy's. Pizza lover, is there a KFC near me? Not off the top of my head, I don't know. But there's Popeyes over here, which also has fried chicken. Popeyes. All right, Made it to 14th Street Union Square. Just in time for me to grab some groceries before I head back.
I think it's like, I like walk. It's called horrible.
All right. Time for me to do some grocery shopping now. Hopefully they have everything I need in stock. I want to thank you all for watching today. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone. Take care.